In the fourth of the 5 videos of the day, all about this brand new Cunning Stunts update for GTA Online, I'm actually going to be showing off the brand new Grotti Brioso RA. Now this thing is of course 100% modelled off of the Fiat 500, or the Fiat 500 above I suppose, if we're kind of going for this race style to it. But you can see that this thing is of course a very tiny compact car, and I'm going to be talking about it in this video today. So if you guys do end up enjoying the video, then be sure to go and drop a like down below, as it really would help me out as always. Now let's go. So, the Grotti Brioso. This thing is so tiny and it may actually be a competitor to the Panto. Now, for a start, this thing doesn't spin out half as much as the Panto because it is actually rear-wheel drive from what I can see. And also it's a little bit bigger, it's a bit wider and a little bit heavier and a whole lot faster. So this thing, I was pleasantly surprised for the actual kind of specs of this car. It's surprisingly fast. Now in terms of the customization for it, it's still quite limited. I feel like all of the cars in this DLC are somewhat limited with the liveries, but you have a pick of 2 liveries or no livery at all. You have to kind of customize it accordingly. I ended up going for pink and green for mine. I thought I'd go for a particularly ridiculous colour. But in terms of the actual specs of this car, in terms of its performance, it's surprisingly quick. I was very impressed by this thing, and just how quick it really was, considering I was expecting it to be kind of another Panto competitor, very tiny, very slow. But no, it's actually quite a fast car, and I can see this being easily used in races to potentially take down the Dinka Blister, which is currently leading in the compact class for any races, so maybe that's something to keep an eye out for in the coming days. Of all of the new cars, this one has some of the most customization nonetheless. It has a couple of, well, I think 3 or 4 front bumpers, has 1 rear bumper. You can actually change the hood to a variety of different things. There's different roofs. There's also 2 different spoiler options, or none at all. So you can have the mid-level spoiler, which I ended up going for, or the low-level, but I feel like the mid-level was kind of big enough, and I was quite impressed at just how far this thing really took it, to be able to look just like a proper race car. It already has some carbon skirts down the sides. You also then get that carbon-sided spoiler at the back, the carbon front and back bumpers, so overall I was very impressed by this car, and you can see in the gameplay, there's really quick acceleration. Its top speed is of course quite limited, it is still compact nonetheless, but it has that little motto at the back, put some sprunk in your trunk, and I thought that was just quite funny for a car that is exceptionally fast or exceptionally quick to accelerate in its class. So, of all of the cars, this is only $155,000 to its purchase-based price. And if I'm completely honest, I would recommend buying this thing. I can see it being really good fun in some of the new races, and definitely some good fun in the compacts class, and even just in free mode. It's tiny, it looks silly, it's quite shiny, but god is this thing quick, and it pleasantly surprised me to finally have a compact car that was kind of quite exceptional for its class. So definitely I'd recommend picking this thing up. You can fully max it out for under 300 grand, so for just a fun car like this, which you could probably end up using for a few small missions here and there, I definitely think it's a worthwhile purchase. That's pretty much all I have to say for this car, guys. If you guys ended up enjoying the video, then be sure to go and drop a like down below, as it really would help me out. As always, I have my last video of the day coming out in just a little while. I'm starting to get a little bit tired, I've been recording for quite a bit, so hopefully you guys did end up enjoying the video, and subscribe to see all of the more videos I'm going to have all about this DLC today and in the coming days. And that's pretty much it, guys. Thank you guys all very much for watching. My name has been Flair, signing